Have you ever looked at someone and thought, how can this person be so smart and yet so stupid at the same time? Why do some people dominate every conversation while others barely speak at all? Why does your boss seem obsessed with control, while your friend lives only for fun and emotions? Why do simple discussions turn into arguments? And why do relationships collapse over the smallest misunderstandings? What if I told you that most of the problems in your life are not caused by bad people, stupid people, or toxic people, but by people who simply think, act, and communicate in a completely different way than you do? This video is a summary of the book Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erikson, a book that became a global bestseller because it explains human behavior in a way that is simple, practical, and shockingly accurate. By the end of this video, you will understand why some people crave power, why others talk non-stop, why some avoid conflict at all costs, and why others care more about rules than relationships. But before we go deeper, keep these questions in mind. Why do some people always want control? Why do others love attention and never stop talking? Why are some people extremely calm and patient? Why do some people trust rules more than emotions? And most importantly, how can you communicate with each type without losing your mind? According to the book, people are not idiots. They are simply wired differently. Human behavior follows patterns, and once you understand those patterns, people become predictable. Thomas Erikson explains these patterns using a model called DISC, which divides personalities into 4 main types, represented by 4 colors: red, yellow, green, and blue. Each color represents a different way of thinking, reacting, and making decisions. Red personalities are driven by power and results. They are confident, decisive, competitive, and ambitious. They love challenges and hate weakness. They speak directly, move fast, and want everything done yesterday. A red does not waste time on emotions, excuses, or long stories. To a red, life is a battlefield, and every day is a chance to win. They make great leaders, but they can also be intimidating, impatient, and aggressive when things do not go their way. Yellow personalities are driven by excitement and recognition. They are energetic, emotional, talkative, and full of ideas. They love being around people, telling stories, and dreaming about the future. They hate boring routines, strict rules, and negative energy. A yellow lives for experiences, not plans. They bring life to every room they enter, but they can also be unfocused, impulsive, and unrealistic when emotions take over. Green personalities are driven by harmony and security. They are calm, loyal, patient, and supportive. They listen more than they speak and care deeply about the people around them. They hate conflict, pressure, and sudden change. A green wants peace, stability, and strong relationships. They are the glue that holds teams and families together, but they can also become passive, indecisive, and resistant to change. Blue personalities are driven by logic and accuracy. They are analytical, organized, detail-oriented, and disciplined. They trust data, facts, and systems more than emotions or opinions. They love structure, clear rules, and well-defined plans. A blue believes everything should make sense and nothing should be left to chance. They are excellent problem solvers, but they can also become overly critical, perfectionistic, and emotionally distant. The reason we clash with people is simple. We expect them to think like us. We judge others based on our own mindset. A red thinks greens are weak. A yellow thinks blues are boring. A green thinks reds are aggressive. A blue thinks yellows are irresponsible. But none of them are wrong. They are simply different operating systems trying to communicate with each other. Now let's answer the questions we started with. Some people always want control and power because they are red personalities. Some people talk non-stop and love attention because they are yellow personalities. Some people are extremely calm and patient because they are green personalities. Some people care more about rules than relationships because they are blue personalities. And the secret to communicating with each type is not changing who you are, but changing how you speak. If you want to influence a red, be confident, direct, and focused on results. If you want to connect with a yellow, be positive, energetic, and let them express themselves. If you want to earn the trust of a green, be patient, calm, and supportive. If you want to convince a blue, be logical, prepared, and precise. The biggest lesson of this book is simple but powerful. People are not difficult, they are different. Once you understand human behavior, you stop fighting people and start understanding them. You stop arguing and start influencing. You stop reacting and start leading. You are not surrounded by idiots. You are surrounded by personalities. And once you learn how to read them, your life becomes a lot easier. If you enjoyed this summary, like the video and subscribe for more 5-minute book summaries. And now I want to ask you, what book would you like me to summarize next? Drop your suggestion in the comments below, and let's keep building knowledge together.